10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Welcome to Idiot Blog 433. Guess I should have featured this artist 2 blogs ago. But this is Asylum 431. Now he is a metalhead, and he says in the explanation of this song, metalheads will recognize the rhythm and melody. I just thought it would make a good beat. I didn't recognize it though. I'm a metalhead. I didn't recognize it. I thought I did though. But it has a kind of Linkin Park vibe to it. Eating some Fig Newton here. Today's show is simulcasting at bandlab.com/idiotblog, youtube.com/idiotburns, and facebook.com/Christopher Burns. I can see we're on 2 places. Now let's go ahead and go over to YouTube and ignite that chat, because it doesn't work until after I start commenting on the chat. Alright. Love you. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Some people have, some people haven't. Here's my little beer opener. Rick and Morty. Chat is alive. Boom. Welcome to Idiot Blog 433. The chat is alive. This guy's from Paducah. I don't know if I said that right. Paducah? Yeah, Paducah, Kentucky, it looks like. Man, the end of this thing, it's bending a little bit. I try to bend it back. I'm having a beer today. I don't know if you've ever seen this kind of beer before. Henry Weinhardt's Private Reserve. It's like America's version of a Corona, color-wise at least, for the bottle. Hello, Joey. Hello, Uncle Brokenhead. There we go. Now, this is Metal Monday, and this guy's a metalhead, but he also makes other kinds of music. This is what we do as metalheads. We do all kinds of music. This is very common for us. Some of us are very exclusively metalhead, don't get me wrong, but I find that a lot of us are not. My beautiful, long, luscious, long, white hair is just flowing today. I hope you guys are liking that. Eating Fig Newtons from the dollar store. Got a whole pack of them, a ream of them for $1. Yummy. Anna Rosie, welcome. This is his third beat. He said he even raps a few lines. He has a few beats here. He has one that's kind of metal. I like that one a lot. I promised you guys that this year would be a year of me singing. And I haven't been doing it much. But don't worry, guys. It's coming. Gonna do some more of those winter tracks. Do some of those stoner tracks. Do some of those killer songs. Probably I'll put them into one kind of crazy kind of mixed album. You can hear Luella behind me. Just having fun on the chair. Heck yeah, we can read the Bible right now. I'm digging on the Proverbs. But maybe I'll read. I was thinking about reading some Daniel. Joel is where I'm at in the book. My marker. She's hanging out back there. Nebuchadnezzar's dream. In the second year of his reign, Nebuchadnezzar had dreams. His mind was troubled, and he could not sleep. So the king summoned the magicians, enchanters, and sorcerers, and astrologers, to tell him what he had dreamed. When they came in and stood before the king, he said to them, "I have had a dream that troubles me, and I want to know what it means." Then the astrologers answered the king, "May the king live forever. Tell your servants the dream, and I will interpret it." The king replied to the astrologers, "This is what I have firmly decided. If you do not tell me what my dream was and interpret it, I will have you cut into pieces and your houses turned into piles of rubble. But if you tell me the dream and explain it, you will receive from me gifts and rewards and great honor. So tell me the dream and interpret it for me, Once more they replied, "Let the king tell his servants the dream, and we will interpret it." Then the king answered, "I am certain that you are trying to gain time, because you realize that this is what I have firmly decided. If you do not tell me the dream, there is only one penalty for you. You have conspired to tell me misleading and wicked things, hoping the situation will change. So then tell me the dream, and I will know that you can interpret it for me." The astrologers answered the king, "There is no one on earth who can do what the king asked. No king, however great and mighty, has ever asked such a thing of any magician or enchanter or astrologer. What the king asks is too difficult. No one can reveal it to the king except the gods, and they do not live among humans." This made the king so angry and furious that he ordered the execution of all the wise men of Babylon. So the decree was issued to put the wise men to death, and men were sent to look for Daniel and his friends to put them to death. When Arioch, the commander of the king's guard, had gone out to put to death the wise men of Babylon, Daniel spoke to him with wisdom and tact. He asked the king's officer, "Why did the king issue such a harsh decree?" Arioch then explained the matter to Daniel. At this, Daniel went to the king and asked him for time, so that he might interpret the dream for him. Then Daniel returned to his house and explained the matter to his friends, Hananiah, Michael, and Azariah. He urged them to plead for mercy from the God of heavens concerning this mystery, so that he and his friends might not be executed with the rest of the wise men of Babylon. During the night, the mystery was revealed to David in a vision. Then Daniel praised the God of heaven and said, "Praise be to the name of God forever and ever. Wisdom and power are his. He changed times and seasons. He deposes kings and raises up others. He gives wisdom to the wise and knowledge to the discerning. He reveals deep and hidden things. He knows what lies in darkness, and light dwells with him. I thank and praise you, God of my ancestors. You have given me wisdom and power. You have made known to me what we ask of you, and have made known to us the dream of the king." Luella's just having fun back behind me playing. Daniel interprets the dream. Then Daniel went to Arioch, whom the king had appointed to execute the wise men of Babylon, and said to him, "Do not execute the wise men of Babylon. Take me to the king, and I will interpret his dream for him." Arioch took Daniel to the king at once and said, "I have found a man among the exiles from Judah who can tell the king what his dream means." The king asked Daniel, also called Balthazar, "Are you able to tell me what I saw in my dream and interpret it?" Daniel replied, "No wise man, enchanter, magician, or diviner can explain to the king the mystery he has asked about. But there is a God in heaven who reveals mysteries. He has shown King Nebuchadnezzar what will happen in days to come." That's mine. Want a cookie? Okay, good. You trying to sit here? Gotta go get a shirt on. But there is a God in heaven who reveals mysteries. He has shown King Nebuchadnezzar what will happen in days to come. Your dream and the visions that passed through your mind as you were lying in bed are these. As your majesty was lying there, your mind turned to things to come, and the valor and the revealer of mysteries showed you what is going to happen. As for me, this mystery has been revealed to me, not because I have greater wisdom than anyone else alive, but so that your majesty may know the interpretation and that you may understand what went through your mind. Okay, put it on. Go put it on. Your majesty looked, and there before you stood a large statue. An enormous, dazzling statue, awesome in appearance. The head of the statue was made of pure gold, its chest and arms of silver, its belly and thighs of bronze, its legs of iron, its feet partially of iron and part of baked clay. While you were watching, a rock was cut out, but not by human hands. It struck the statue on its feet of iron and clay, and smashed them. Then the iron, the clay, the bronze, the silver, and the gold were all broken to pieces and became like chaff on the threshing floor in the summer. The wind swept them away without leaving a trace, but the rock that struck the statue became a huge mountain and filled the whole earth. This was the dream, and now we will interpret it to the king. Your majesty, you are the King of Kings. The God of heaven has given you dominion and power and might and glory. In your hands he has placed all mankind. Nice, come sit here. Oh, you're getting so big.
Why you always having go?
I'm reading on the blog. Don't grab that. Don't grab that. You just... No. You need to see what? You need the guy? Here. In your hands he has placed all of man... Yep, he's going up. All of mankind and the beasts of the fields and the birds in the sky. Careful with that. Wherever they live, he has made you ruler over all of them. You are that head of gold. After you, another kingdom will arise, inferior to yours. Next, a third kingdom, one of bronze. Careful. Will rule over the whole earth. Finally, there will be a fourth kingdom, strong as iron. For iron breaks and smashes everything. And as iron breaks things to pieces, so it will crush and break all the others. Just as you saw that the feet and toes were partly of baked clay, partly of iron, so this will be a divided kingdom. Yet it will have some of the strength of iron in it, even as you saw iron mixed with clay. As the toes were partly iron and partly clay, so this kingdom will have partly strong and partly brittle. And just as you saw the iron mixed with baked clay, so the people will be a mixture and will not remain united any more than iron mixes with clay. Sounds like the United States now. Maybe not a long time ago, when it was the legs still, but when you're getting down to the feet and the end of it. In the time of those kings, the God of heaven will set up a kingdom that will never be destroyed, nor will it be left to another people. That will crush all those kingdoms and bring... Stop playing with the beer. And bring them... Sorry. It will crush all those kingdoms and bring them to an end. but it itself will endure forever. This is the meaning of the vision of the rock cut out of a mountain, but not by human hands, a rock that broke the iron, the bronze, the clay, the silver, and the gold to pieces. The great God has shown the king what will take place in the future. The dream is true.
What's wrong, baby? What's wrong, baby?
And its interpretation is trustworthy.
Daddy, Mommy,
The king
where you?
Nebuchadnezzar
Right here.
fell prostrate before Daniel and paid him honor, and ordered that an offering and incense be prepared to him. The king said to Daniel, "Surely your God is the God of gods, and the Lord of kings, and a revealer of mysteries, for you were able to reveal this mystery." Then the king placed Daniel up in a high position and lavished many gifts on him. He made him ruler over the entire province of Babylon and placed him in charge of all its wise men. Moreover, at Daniel's request, the king appointed Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego as ministers over the province of Babylon, while David himself remained at the royal court. There's more dreams to come.
I'm over here. Oh no, he's.
You're on YouTube as well? Nice. What's up, Durian?
Hey, doing it.
Just hanging with my kiddo. Hey, you're not supposed to play with it by this part because it could break from here.
Oh,
Supposed to grab it here.
oh.
There you go. Not by the donut. Is that Homer with the donut? Don't! 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 Now we're into more of the metal tunes. Go play with him. Put him on the fridge. He sticks to the fridge. My long hair. Been growing this out. Just kidding. I'm just warming my head up. It's so cold. Nice. You and me both. You and me both. We both make metal, play all the instruments, make all kinds of genres myself, but I see that you make beats. I make beats. Got like 150 or more, so somewhere around that 150 or so on here. There's a version of that with Julius Martin singing. This is Courage and Perseverance. Now, was that metal one supposed to be...
I don't say hi, Dorian. Hi.
Okay. Come say it. Come say hi, Joey. Say hi, Joey.
Hi, Dory.
Say hi, Anna Rosie.
Hi, Rosie.
Say hi, Darian.
Hi, Dorian. Hi, Chihuahua.
Say hi, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Want to hear it? Want to hear the music?
Yeah. Bye. Hi, Dory. Bye. Yeah.
Don't play with that. Don't play with that.
Why are you doing that?
Straightening it out.
I see them.
Okay, I'll call you Rosie.
Say hi, Rosie. Hi, Rosie, Daddy. Say hi, Rosie.
Hi, Rosie.
Hi, Rosie. Do it with me.
Okay.
Do it.
3, 2.
No, 1.
Hi, Rosie.
Daddy.
What? You didn't say the same thing as me.
Yeah. No, Dorito, come.
Want a bite?
Come.
Try a bite. So there was a song earlier. It was "Can You Guess Who inspired this?" I thought maybe it was. Oh, sorry. I thought maybe it was Linkin Park. Was it? Watch out! Watch your foot. There you go. Watch your other foot. There you go. She is 3. 3 in a few months. She's my littlest one. Okay, so my vibe on that was right. I did think it was Linkin Park. You know, I couldn't be sure. I feel like a lot of hip-hop people know metal, though. Even though you wouldn't think so. I think there's a connection between the two because of the way the lyrics are. I'm going to say because of the way the lyrics are. The lyrics are rhythmic, profound, aggressive, about heavy subject matter, not all touchy-feely per se. More, I'd say a rapper or a metalhead would be more likely to be talking about suicide than like a classic rock song or, you know, a pop song. Not that they don't more nowadays, but the culture of those two genres have become more entrenched into all that we listen to, and everything's kind of cross-developed in a very interesting way these days. We got 4. There's 5 kids altogether. One's older, 17, and lives with his dad, my wife's. And another one who's 11 lives with his dad. And then we have an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 3-year-old that live here most of the time, but also 2 of them live with their mom sometimes. Those 2 are mine, the other 2 are hers, and then the one you just saw is ours. My wife and I's. This is a cool artist, you guys. If you haven't heard of him yet, DWD_studios is the username. Nice. Got a nice span going there. 10-year span of kids. This one's cool. I like this one. What's it called? Here. Sad Dancer. Riding out into the day, got a beer in my hand, and what can I say? Gotta make way for the daily strife that's killing me inside. Waiting all these long, long hours to come back home, and I don't have the power to not sin, to not yell. I can't find it within. Just wondering if my kids are out in years or taking them. Curiously, I cannot understand what's happening, man. Was that country sounding? There should be more country rap. Well, if there's a track that's good for it, it's this one. Is country rap a thing? Get your fingers off my truck. Remember that it's mine, you stupid fuck. Take a ride out on a dirt trail. Bring a pail full of beers and let those kids go wild outside. It's called crap. Country rap. That's funny. My favorite new genre. Crap. Never thought to combine the two until I heard this sad tune, dude. Then it came to me in a moment of grace and disgrace. I was hitting my head going, crap, this ain't rap, all country now. Yeah. Pretty country for a guy into Metallica and Pantera, but you know, when the vibe is fly, I'm feeling just fine. Don't ask why. Building Boeing planes. Going insane. Coming home too late. Everyone's asleep and I'm feeling insane. Song's over, dude. Stop it. It's probably that slide thing that makes that vibe go. This thing has that kind of like a hip hop chorus sliding country meets beat thing. Everlast. He's good. Whitey Ford.
I lose my mind every time I write these lines and rhymes with particular charm from the back of my mind. I ain't your perfect design, but I am mine in the moment. I be moving in motion. Like
skip it, he said. I'll skip it. I'll skip something at a request to somebody if it's to somebody that made it. I almost never skip. I just listen and just kind of talk and bullshit my way through the blog while enjoying the music of a new artist, kind of getting a promo on the artist and finding a way to just sit back and just listen to an artist like I would if it was in my daily life, you know. This is Dare to Hope rock version. I made I made a version, a rap beat made off of that song. He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother. I don't know if you guys know that one. And I did it a long time ago, like 2004, and I had a really cool version. It was like in there. And I tried to recreate it. It never came out as cool of a fill in this new version. It was just like, you know, it was just more, it wasn't as popping, but it was actually better sounding. It's interesting, hard to explain what happened there, but it's what happened. Anybody else listen to the comedy of Norm Macdonald? I fucking love that guy. He knows how to act like he has no idea what's going on while being so totally in. He's like in on the joke, but oblivious at the same time. He plays it better than anyone out there. I think that's why he was so good on the news on SNL, you know, doing the news, because he seemed so oblivious yet so in check and understanding. He's like a part of his comedy understood exactly what he was talking about, and another piece of it was like totally oblivious. I am unaware. I have no idea. Bill Clinton, who? You know, like I don't know how to describe it. As oblivious as you can be while being totally understanding and forthright and confrontational. Something about the guy, I like his comedy. I also liked that he was, that was the greatest thing in the world when he was the Kentucky Fried Chicken guy. That was fucking awesome. When he was Colonel Sanders. Fucking Norm Macdonald is Colonel Sanders. I saw that commercial, I'm like, what? Is that Norm Macdonald? He's done TV shows, he's done movies. He's never had the notoriety of someone like Michael Myers or Ben Stiller or any of those guys, but he's definitely like, you know, a notch above Jim Brewer or any of those guys. In my opinion, he should be as famous as Bill Burr. Like he's that good to me. He's not quite as genius as like someone like Mitch Hedberg, but hey, Mitch Hedberg is dead. This guy's still alive, and he's still funny, and he's continuously funny, and it has a lot to do with the performance of his deliverance of his jokes. But he's also got a sense of being hilarious on the fly. Like you can put him in a room with comedians, and he'd probably stand out. You know. Has he ever been on that show? What's it? Yeah. He's good. He's good. He's definitely as important to our generation as they get. To be honest, like he really is. What was that joke he had when he was doing the news, where he would like bank? It's like he's telling a story. Bank forgets to do this, forgets to do that. And then he'd be like, note to self, go to that bank at this time and do that. Click. That joke right there was hilarious. Where it was like, he would like take a note of the flaw of the system right there while on the fly, you know. 25 hookers at this place test positive for HIV. Note to self: do not get a lap dance at this place, or whatever. Put the thing back in his pocket. People did that as much as they would tell the jokes like gun rack. I don't even own a gun, let alone as many guns as I would need to necessitate an entire gun rack. Wayne's World jokes, Mike Myers jokes, those are repeated. Those become cultural phenomenons. Some of his jokes, Norm Macdonald's jokes, became cultural phenomenons. That's how you know you have somebody that's in that. He's a gold member of comedy. Has he been on the Jerry Seinfeld show? That one where they go in cars and they go hang out? Because if he hasn't, he should probably be on there. Even if Jerry Seinfeld hates him, he needs to make some sacrifices. He needs to make the show good. Heartbeat of the Universe. Coming on now. I'm afraid that my ears are going to blow up from this. Okay, I thought it was going to be like a just progressively slow rumbling. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. His ability to know what you're saying and yet be completely oblivious is unlike anyone's. He could say what to something that he was just talking about, and in a way, and with an inflection that makes you feel like the guy really doesn't understand, yet at the same time laugh because he understands. Nice meditation tracks. I did a whole set of shaman tracks, and they were like bass notes, ding 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 ding. 5 minutes of that. 5 minutes of dung 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 dung. Each note getting lower and the rhythm getting slower. That you can just listen to for like 55 minutes straight, or some crazy shit, some huge ass period of time. It's like, I think they were like maybe 15 minutes each track or something, making a total of like 8 hours of just doom 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 doom. This is cool because this reminds me of what I've been doing lately. What I've been doing for the last 5 days is I've been making I think I made 14 of them so far. Yeah, the shaman tracks I did. I think it's one of my collections on BandLab. One of my 129 collections. I'm gonna go look and see what it's called. Where's it at? I know it's in here. Frank Cage's. Yeah, it's called Shaman Omega. Omega symbol. Yeah, Shaman Omega. So it starts at 237 beats per minute at the 24th fret on the G string. Goes down fret by fret by fret, so it's called G24, G23, and the tempo's going slower and slower till you get to G1. Then it goes at 134 beats per minute, and then it goes to D5 through D1. Now you're at 111 beats per minute. The very last one is a B at 40 beats per minute. And how long are they? I'm going to turn this down so it doesn't disturb. But I'm going to look. They are 9 minutes each. 9 minutes long each. It seems. see the 237. Yeah, they're all 9 minutes long. Yeah, this is cool. This could be in a movie. What are you using for the instruments? How are you doing the instruments? How are you getting the piano sound? Do 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 do. It's cool. Seems like there's like a choir sound. All guitar. So what I do mine with is no, I can't really play the piano very well. I can play piano on a guitar, but not in a very lively fashion. The tracking on this digital pickup is not perfect. It's like and if it's a real piano piece, it's not easy to do on a guitar. If I were to have certain pedals that convert your playing, I could probably get pretty close. But no, not really good at that. At the oh, that's cool. So yes, yesterday's artist Ian is saying he's gonna do the piano for that part of yours. That's cool. Joey Esther's talking about yesterday we had a piano player on here, and he ended up offering to do the guitar, or sorry, the piano in a song that I couldn't do on my guitar, and then see if I can do the other parts for that song, because she's trying to work on a cover of a song that I just said I couldn't quite do this cover. But yeah, that's what I do on my songs, and I'm using this app called Synth One on the iPhone that is really quite cool. And this is just a pickup. It used to have one guitar pickup in here alone, and then I have added a bass pickup here by routing it out, which makes your guitar sound like a bass guitar. It's kind of like an octave pedal. And then I've added this MIDI so I can play MIDI, instrument, a guitar sound, and a bass sound all at the same time. And I put these stacked kind of concentric knobs, one smaller than the other. It's hard to see them, but there's a small knob and a large knob down here. Large one's the bass and the small one's the guitar. Yeah. And then I got the MIDI out, so it's, if I wanted, I could have the MIDI sounds going into monitors, and then guitar going into the guitar amp, and bass going into the bass amp, and kind of jam all the instruments with myself. Just did a cover of Cataclysm. Huh. How did that go? Do you record on here, or do you record in your own DAW? Drums can be hard to get right. I play drums a lot. Got like drum kit. See it? Can you see it back here? Where is it? Can you see it back there? I don't know if you can, but it's right there is my drum kit in the other room.
That's being weird. Is it working in there?
Yeah, it's working.
TV's not loading any of the apps.
I'll come figure it out.
I'll restart it. I was just wondering.
Okay.
Shut up, cat. So annoying.
FL Studio, yeah, I've used that before for a lot of little beat-based stuff. For just some other instruments that they have on there. Cakewalk, I'm using Cake for my drums and Superior Drummer. I'm getting better at it. I'm a GarageBand guy over here. I've used a lot of different DAWs, and I just keep going back to GarageBand because it's so simple. It's very simple. I don't use a lot of stuff in the processing side, so I'm content with a real simple setup. And so the simpler it is and the quicker it is, the better off I am, because I'm not trying to do that. Not trying to do that all day looking for an option that could just be in an easy to find spot. It's been a while since I did FL Studio, probably over a year since I've used FL Studio. At this point, usually you will use it for, I think, for the drums most often is what I'll use it for. I'll make a drum beat on there, then I'll bring it in and I'll do other instruments elsewhere. But I should get in touch with it again and just kind of get. It's good to keep up on all your different DAWs and all your different programs that are available to you, to keep the skill level up, you know. And you don't want to find out someday that you're obsolete at understanding DAWs. That would be annoying. But you know, there's not really. I mean, that's not. It basically got to the point where they replicated everything that's in the old school studio world right there in the DAW, with programs, plugins, VST, virtual software, instruments, all that. Sad Dancer, I should fork that and make a country rap crap song on it. Yeah. See, I started out doing everything MIDI. So I started making music in like '97 when I started playing guitar. Started writing stuff, and I'd get ideas. I'd write a riff, and then I'd be like, now how do I make that play and play the bass to it? So I got this program. It was called a Musical Wizard for Windows 95, and then later when I got Windows 98, upgraded it. It didn't quite work the same, and I lost some of my songs, but you know, the Windows had to be updated. Let me see, is there an instruction book here for it? Sometimes I see it around. And I ended up getting into I ended up just getting into drawing MIDI. So I'd make a part and then I'd draw the MIDI, and that would give me a, is that a dotted eighth? Is that a, oh, it's a little bit longer of a node, and I thought it would be eighth. Okay, I guess it's eighth quarter, and that got me really thinking about how riffs are built and how they go. It would bug me when a friend would say, MTV Music Generator. I had a great conversation with, I have the disc right down here. Oh, I thought I did. This is a different one. It's back there. MTV Music Generator. I used it a lot too, in that era, in the 2000s or so. And I would take songs that I'd made on the one program and then try and remake it on the Music Generator. Music Generator had cooler sounds sometimes, but I would find myself spending the amount of time it take to make a song times 3, you know, compared to the MIDI draw program. It was just a lot easier to make on this MIDI draw program. Just go around, just click, 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 and I could drag the note in. It was just a little bit easier. But I would take a song, I would be sitting there in the computer with the controller looking back and reprogramming the song into the generator, MTV Music Generator, from the one I previously made to try and get a better sounding version of it once I had something I liked. And all those MIDIs that I made when I was 15, 16, 17, those can be found in a collection of mine. Just below that Shaman collection. It's called MIDI Files from 1997 to 1999, Part 1 and Part 2. So there's like 43 in one and 42 in the other. So like 85 of them. Hey, Lyric Assassin, what's up? What's going on? Lyric Assassin, Julius Martin, been featured on the show before, and I'm in a band with him, I believe, a couple bands maybe with him. If that's who you're talking about. Or is Lyric Assassin a guy that the guy you work with? What's the guy I'm thinking of? Lyrics Master 872. Okay. So different guy. Lyric Assassin. That was good stuff. I enjoyed that. That's when I got to that track with the guitar. I was preaching over it earlier, but I listened to it before I came on the blog. I was like, yep, I'm featuring this guy today. And something I want to talk about is, this might be Metal Monday, but we got to remember that metalheads, they often play more than just metal. You got to hand it to these guys. You'll have one guy who does rock, just nothing but this pigeonhole style of rock. Another person that's a rapper. Maybe he'll rap over any beat. You give me any beat, I'll rap over it. But he's still rapping all the time. But then you find a metalhead, and he's doing stuff like Ocean of Stars. I took this metal riff and I made it into a rap beat. I took this rap beat and I made it into a metal song. I took your mom and I made her into a whore. Okay, just kidding. But no, you know what I'm saying though. Metal guys, they are transformative people. I'm not gonna say that all the rest of the guys aren't true artists, but there's a sense of artistry among the metalheads that has to do with some kind of uncanny amount of open-mindedness, but they like the attack. They like the attack. They'll put attack into a song that some people don't put in. They think about music a different way. I think to be honest, what it is you get into metal because you got a lot of raw emotions you want to get out, and when you find metal, you're like, damn, those guys are talking to my raw emotions. And if you got a lot of raw emotions, then you're gonna find yourself in a lot of different genres, because you don't always feel pissed off, and you don't always feel like smashing down a broken old house. Sometimes you feel like, yes, they're like onions made of different layers. Shrek metaphor there, I believe. Yes, that's exactly true. It didn't make me cry. I'm sorry, it didn't make me cry. It's just the onions. Someone's peeling theirself. Well, that's a cool tune. Ocean of Stars. The Milky Way Galaxy. Welcome home. Welcome home. Well, we're getting to the end of the blog. We'll call this one the last one. It's from the author's desk. It's a disgusting blog now. Ron Swan song. If you're watching, hope you're enjoying. Nice. Dude, we should collab on something. We definitely could, because we have some similar leanings, I'll put it that way. Plus, we play all the instruments, both of us, so whatever one you don't feel like doing, you can be like, I don't want to put I got lazy, I don't want to put bass on this. You want to put bass on this? Boom. Throw it away. Throw it on over. Well, like I said, this will be the last song, so we got about 4 minutes left in the blog at max. This is cool. What I will do is I will say a little bit about what we read. What we read today was kind of talking about the Daniel's rise to power, how he came into his power. As you continue through Daniel, you learn a lot more about him. You find out, I believe that, if I'm remembering right, he was a king later. If anybody's willing, I ask that you bow your head down in prayer, and you ask God to come into your heart You ask Jesus into your heart to be with you every day, to guide you to the life you're meant to lead, to help you walk righteously in this wicked world. I ask that God protect my children. I ask that He guides those that I don't always get to interact with in life, and that He may find favor in me and bless me by allowing me a place next to Him on the throne in heaven when the time comes, and that I not perish from this earth to nothing, but I rise to reside in His kingdom. Amen. Alright guys, that's Idiot Blog 433. It could have been 431 if I did it two days ago. But it's not, I guess it didn't happen that way. Next time. What was that line you had? 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 1 on the 311. Something like that. That line was awesome. Alright guys. Catch you later. Catch you on the flip side. Keep making music.